We live. All right, there we go.
Shalom, shalom, Josh Riley, Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, out here prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. With your fellow Hebrew tongues, correct name of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honor to the apostles and elders and GMS. And shalom to the brothers living the truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Hey, coming here today, talk about what time it is, where we at, and what it's looking like. Hey, Esau about to put the squeeze on Babylon the Great. They're about to close up shop. They're about to, put everybody in a very, hard times. We're coming to the times of tribulation, those perilous times, So we have to come out. I'm going to start out first. Nigga, 2 Timothy 3:1. Just know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come, So right there, hey, we're in the latter days. We got hard times coming up. You can clearly see it already. Esau's making the gas prices go up, which is going to have a trickle-down effect, which is going to make the cost of goods go up, So that's going to create inflation, which is going to create hard times. When hard times are created, hey, people that ain't stable, they're going to bug out. They're going to, we got more crimes being committed. Crimes are going to get more committed, which that's what Esau wants, because what he wants to do is he wants to initiate martial law. Once martial law gets initiated, hey, it's whatever he say go. That he can bring in the troops, round up who he want to round up. Pretty much do that, what's they call it, the FEMA target list or the color list, where they got the red list, blue list, yellow list, things like that. They got that already on the books, man. Rex 84, look that up. King Alfred, look that up. They already been running military drills. Because, Esau know he's done with. So he has to close this place up and hurry up and divide everything up and come with that karate. That's what season we in. They're getting ready for that. Creepy Joe, they signed the executive order trying to confiscate, regulate crypto because the dollar's about to go digital. So we looking at the beginning of the dollar collapse. And that right there, that's going to create all kind of chaos. People ain't adapted to change like that. And only people that's ready to prep for that, the people that already, lined up for that last scenario. So, you got definition of perilous time?
Yeah, perilous. The word perilous is a Greek word. Let me see that. Kalipat. Okay. Perilous time, the Greek word is kalipat. Okay, and the definition is hard to do, to take, to oppose, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, and savage. Okay, so that's the definition for perilous. Okay, the dangerous and perilous times, and that's what the author said. Perilous times shall come.
Which are also called Jacob's trouble. We getting into the beginning of that. That's about to happen because it's prophesied in the Bible. And Yahweh Shah is not no liar. So we out here giving you warning, let you know, hey, the armor up and get ready for these hard times to come. Because really, that's that fire. If you make it through that fire, hey, you come out like gold, you made it. So this ain't the time to be faint-hearted. It ain't time to fall out. Be like, oh, man, I don't know if I can make it. It's the time to have that Isaiah 33:6, man. We need that stability more than ever. So you got to tighten up, lock in. Hey, especially financially. Everybody about to go through financially. Ain't none of us over here rich. We ain't got $100,000 stacked up. So Esau about to make times hard financially to make you bug out. So we got to prepare for that. Hey, get ready to do it out. And really lock into Yahweh Shah. Because we going to need it. We're going to be reduced to faith at some point.
Got the precept real quick. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of thy time and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And also in the NLT version, it said, in that day he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord will be your treasure. the true riches, the true treasure, is this wisdom and knowledge, especially in those troubling times when all hell breaking loose. That's gonna be the only thing to stand on is the true powers, Yahweh Shai, this truth.
I got a precept. This is Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Those times right now, that's the times we're going into. Like, this is not a good time to be around, somebody in that worldly 2/3 spirit. Because like the precept said, they're going to look at you upside your head, man. Especially if you got some stuff put back, water, or some noodles, you done prepared yourself because you knew the times was coming. Like, they might just go ahead and offer you and take what you got. Like, you're going to see people going to be going like house to house, raiding one another, because it's going to be a lack of bread, a great tribulation. That's how it's going into. Like, if you got a generator, that sucker making noise, it might be a gang, see that, they might take your generator. A lot of women are going to be ravaged. A lot of men that be like seeing chicks that was on like Instagram or TikTok, and they know where they at. They gonna like, man, because hey, these police officers, they gonna turn their badge in. They gonna give up. You gonna have military people gonna be doing the same thing, going house to house, ravaging people. Military get down. They like, man, we gonna go ahead and deal with Jake how we want to. She looking good. Hey, might put your little ones to death. Who gonna say anything of that? Then you're gonna be at the mercy of Yahweh Shai and at the sword of Esau. Esau about to get angry, man. Esau know his kingdom is over with. All these old school, these Trump supporters didn't just disappear. They still here, and they ain't, So they gonna go through like, man, that's gonna be the time when all hell break loose. When there's lawlessness, that's the time going into all laws gonna be done away with. So Esau gonna get the sword, and they gonna go what they call it, nigger hunting. They gonna, just like they did Black Wall Street, they gonna go to the north side, just like, hey, whatever we can get, whatever we can take, hey, we're gonna do what our forefathers did.
That's the term where the picnic come from. That's what it's called, picnic. That's what it really meant.
I got 1 Corinthians 15 and 15 says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up against another, fighting against another with swords in their hand. Just to back up what the brother just said, he said the swords is drawn out.
So the modern day sword is a gun. And this place got the most guns of any nation, on the planet. Babylon the Great America. And Esau, he ain't like Jake, man. He don't get the sword just to have a fashion statement like, just go with my clothes right here. He got a gun to say he got a gun. Esau know how to use that gun. Esau know how to shoot real good. And that's his blessing, So when lawlessness kick in, Esau gonna do what he wanna do. It's like the one of y'all got that precept of shot that with the power stand in their hand. They should not regard their kings or princes.
Oh, yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 16.
I'm at 16 now.
Good, go ahead.
16 to what?
See, I just read for there shall be sedition amongst men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and their course of their actions shall stand in their power.
See that right there? It said the course of their actions stand in their power. When the law gets suspended, martial law get enacted, Esau gonna do what he wanna do. He don't care what the man got to say, what Creepy Joe got to say. He gonna do how he feel. And then, hey, a lot of the 2/3, these little coon jacks gonna see the true nature of Esau. They gonna know who the devil is at that time. Because he gonna show him he the devil. He gonna show him how he got down. Like, that's how they got this country. The Native Americans can tell you that. So we coming into that time. I used to hear Jake all the time talking about, well, if I was in the slavery days, I would do this. I couldn't have been in those slavery days. I'm like, you got to get your chance. We're gonna see what you're gonna do. Because that time is coming again. It's like a repeated cycle. We done had a time where, people being civilized, because everything being good. There's been a lot of bread and circus right now. Now the bread is about to go. The circus already done went. Ain't nobody worried about the damn circus. Ain't nobody like right now, we going to March Madness. I ain't heard nobody talk about that. Ain't nobody worried about basketball. Used to be everybody getting their brackets, worried about basketball. Now ain't nobody talk about that. Everybody worried about what World War III Putin doing. They worry about gas prices. That's not what everybody talk about right now. So when lawlessness kick in, hey, Esau about to get down, man. This Jacob's trouble. Esau about to just like, hey, he fantasized about killing Jacob. That's why they signed to be police officers. So we about to see the devil in his full-fledged, you know, his true spirit about to come out, should I say. How he really feel about Jacob. And us, believers, hey, we got to be locked in on Yahweh Shah because you're going to need that divine mercy to escape what's about to come. Because you're going to have your Joe six-packs, your rednecks, and you're going to have the military, you know, banging on you. Like, you might be able to deal with Joe six-pack and your Trump rednecks. What you going to do when the military come? Your sword ain't going to save you then. They got the best swords, the military.
Also, you have to deal with your own nation, man. 2/3.
It's like how Shah told Simon Peter, you know, what he say, you know, and those who roughly pepper, those who live by the sword, and they also will die by it. You know, that's
Right.
I don't know which one it is.
Well, I want to back it up. I'm just paraphrasing. It says, whoever shall look to save his life shall lose it. Whoever shall lose his life for my sake shall find it. Hey, man, you can't be going out there with your sword thinking you big and bad, and over here going to take on the world, hey, because, hey, you leaning onto your own understanding. That ain't what how Shah said to do. He said, let him rise up to the fray, he said. So, like,
If you really think about it, man,
Like Rambo.
all those people that trying to go out there with the sword, that basically full of pride right there. You know, you going with the sword, you're not coming humble. Okay, you basically, just like I said, you leaning on your own understanding. So when you lean on your own understanding, that brings forth pride. And the scripture says, pride goes before destruction, and the heart of spirit before the fall.
I like how Hawk said that too. Like, you got Jake talking about getting the sword going over the Ukraine to help fight the Russians. Like, you dang fool, don't try to fight coming over here.
Right.
They coming over here. What you gonna try to go over there? But all you gonna do is go over there and get your head blown off. Jake don't know what they really up against. They don't see the magnitude or the seriousness of it. They think this is some video game. They think they in Call of Duty or something. You know? That's what Jake think. This is not, man, this is serious stuff. That's why we warning the sheep, like, we gotta really be locked in and grounded in our faith in Yahweh Shah, because, man, he's about to come with drones, tanks, you know, MRAPs, you know, Apache helicopters, you know, cruise missiles. Your little Glock 9 is not gonna offset none of that. You know?
Really, all they got to do is stand behind a computer nowadays. Like, they lean on their technology.
God, drone, they got satellite weapons, high frequency weapons, direct energy weapons, microwave weapons,
EMP missiles.
you know what I'm saying? Like, Jake think he about to take his little AR-15 and save the world, man. No, man. You're gonna need your house shot. Your house shot gotta war with that beast. You're gonna need him to keep you safe during these times. You know? Because like I said, you got to like lean on him for your understanding. You might hear the voice say, go this way, go that way. And that might save your life or your family's life. Because this stuff about to get thick. It's about to get crazy out here. Because people talking about Putin and Ukraine and all that, they don't know that war coming over here. You know, China coming over here, Russia coming over here. He only used 150,000 troops to take Ukraine. What the rest of these million troops doing? They setting up to come over here. You know, that's that Revelation 64, that red horse. China's army is red. Russia's army is red. That red horse is coming over here. Because the big enemy, this country will figure out the big enemy is Babylon the Great America. Plus, Yahweh Shah, he got judgment against America. He want America to be, this whore to be thrown down. This whore about to get ravaged. You know? And like, if you got faith in this whore, think about what they say, that mega spirit, make America great again. Hey man, you gonna go down with it. That's what we saying. We saying spiritually pack your bags. And that's why we should be in a state of comfort, you know, in a state of stability, because we got somebody coming to get us. So we have hope. 2/3 don't have hope. And you don't want to be around no hopeless Jake, man, because they can do whatever. You don't know what they gonna do. We have hope.
I got a quick for you right here. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and starting at verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. beginning of war, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evil, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish was sent as the scorn for the adamant. It said, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scorn.
Woo, there it goes. You hear that? Hey, it said the power shall tremble. You know, you got the government, the Congress, people in positions of power, they scared. So how much more, your little Keisha, Pookie, Ray Ray on the block? They're going to be so scared, they ain't telling what they going to do, man. Like the scripture said, you got pestilences coming out, because we just found out Ukraine got bio labs, the U.S. is funding over there. What they making in them labs? More pestilences coming, y'all, Sorala. Famines, when all hell break loose, truckers ain't going to be I'm trying to get this milk at Dollar General. That ain't going down, man.
Not to mention all of those bio labs that America was funding. Russia got control of that now. So they can take those labs, whatever weapon they were forming in those labs, they can bring it right over here on America.
And they're going to do that.
Real quick, this is John chapter 18, verse 36. How shall I answer? He said, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were this world, then will my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews, but now is my kingdom not from hence. Hey, that's the mindset. We got to be wholeheartedly trusting in how much we shine the promises thereof. And hey, this is we waiting for the kingdom to be established. We want this place to go. So we ain't about to fight for Esau's wicked ass devil worshiping kingdom where people just do as they will. You know what I mean? Like we coming out of that spirit. That worldly spirit. As I say, hey, this world will pass away. The works thereof too.
And if you're in the spirit with that, trying to fight for this, you're going to go with it. Like, these people think that America is going to come through this or prevail. But the scriptures say that we would have healed Babylon, but Babylon is not healed. This place is not coming back. And if you look at Malachi 1 and 3, where it said they should build the desolate places, the Most High said, I will throw down. He's going to destroy this place. All this is happening for the destruction of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. That's why this happened. So really, you should be in the spirit of, we're going to want this place to go down. And then, what I'm looking at, Babylon the Great know they're going down. They're trying to put Band-Aids on this place. They're trying to peel back the LGBT policies. I'm looking at that's too late. That's like you got stage 4 cancer, congestive heart failure, now you're going to take your vitamins to eat right. Nah, man, it's too late. Hey, this place, it's been booked and signed. Hey, it's been sealed. This place is done with, man. The enemies started to look at this place, and they clapping their hands together. You got North Korea now talking noise. China said if anybody jump in, and they're going to crush you militarily. So they about to go take Taiwan back. They're going to make all them get back strong. The Koreans going to unite. They're going to join back up with China. And everybody going to jump on Babylon the Great. Beast. I'm waiting on the NATO, the EU going to turn on Babylon the Great. We waiting on that to happen. And then, everybody going to turn on this horde, man. They're going to realize the problem is America. We done did what America said do. Our country messed up because we listen to you. So right now, they cutting off the funds. Hey, the grinding's coming to a cease. You can tell trade ain't coming in. They ain't even talking about them, supply chain shortage. That stuff's still out on the river. Stuff still ain't coming in. Yep.
They ain't talking about them farmers. They talking about the food shortage. They taking over them farmlands and stuff. Especially Bill Gates.
God. So, hey, this place, the famine is coming. And see, Bill Gates, hey, he the computer guy. To get his food, you got to do what? You got to get that corrupt.
Quickly to go into what y'all talking about, that famine. This is still in 2 Ezra 15, the 19th verse. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because there are lack of bread and for great tribulation.
You hear that? Hey, lack of bread, great tribulation. That's the time we're coming into, man. Because a hungry person, if they don't have the spirit of the Lord in them, they don't have no faith, no hope, they're going to react off what they flesh they do. And like I brought up earlier when he read the definition of pearly, they're going to act like a savage. know, you hear rappers right now talk about playing about that. Hey, wait till you can't eat. Hey, you gonna see savages come out, man.
That's the spirit right there. When you say with lack of bread, that means lack of money and food. That's two poles right there.
It's like these people you see occasionally, like, you know, at a like just that concert, for instance, you know, an event where there's a lot of people and all of a sudden chaos breaks out because shit happens. Hey, people don't know how to react. They just panic.
Yep.
And hey, you look at these fat ass people around here that's never went a fucking day without eating. You know what I mean? There ain't no food. Hey, these people they gonna bug out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, they lose that 20 pounds in 1 week. Then they gonna be like, hey man, I can't go another week like that.
Hey, there ain't gonna be no homeless because all these fat people gonna be eating them. You know what I mean?
I swear I seen Billy bring some groceries in last week.
God.
Like, let's go over there.
Get the gun, Billy Ray. Woohoo, we gonna eat tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey, look, I like how you said to the fat person, hey, they can't go 3 hours without eating.
Man.
Hey, they gonna bug out. They ain't had no lunch in 4 hours.
What they be eating like 6-7 times a day?
God, that's it. Joe America used to eat 6 times a
The
day.
doctor said we need 7 small meals, man.
even like, you know, we're all kind of, you know, used to that Babylonian way. Just, you know, whenever you're hungry, eat. Some of us brothers, you know, like myself, shit, overeat sometimes, but you know, we got this personal understanding. Hey, Lord willing, you know, Yahweh outside gonna give us the spirit to be able to endure through all these troubling times. And without that, you're gonna have these people out here. They ain't gonna know what to do. They're only leaning on Esau Edom and his system, his food supply, and all that.
Trusting in that broken reed.
Yeah, and hey, we gonna see, you know, we're gonna see how bad it will get. But as I say, it's a time like never was before. So
12-1.
yeah, 12-1, yeah.
Then I see why. That's why the Most High say to fast. Now I see why He make us fast. That's discipline. That's training. You know, I done fast before. All the brothers up here done fast before. If you done fast, like that builds you up to fight those hunger pains. That's why I'm saying to the nation right now. If you never fast, this be a good time to do it. You know, start light, start fasting. That's training. That way you can go a couple days without eating. You ain't gonna bug out. You gonna know I can go at least 7 days without eating, as long as I got some water.
25th day, I was about to cry.
You went 25 days, so yeah, 28. So look, so I know, hey, if I ain't ate 3 days, he ain't gonna bug out. Your average Babylonian, they ain't went 5 hours. I ain't 5 hours. They gonna start crying. And I gotta go over here and knock off a little Ray for some noodles.
One of the first times
I see a noodle package blowing in the wind, driving crazy. Yo, man, I taste that.
one of the first times I went on fast before I was really, you know, I was kind of hearing there the truth, you know, just before I really got locked in. But I went on fast, and man, I remember laying in bed that night just cussing everybody out, fucking, you know what I mean? Hey, you know, it's just something where we've grown accustomed to, you know, Babylon and the ways, you know, Esau has set up, you know, and that's why it all started with the mental, you know, and Lord, Yahweh Shai, bless you with that spirit, that strength to be able to, you know, overcome, you know, sad obstacles that, you know, we have to deal with and what we're going to have to deal with, you know. And
that's the spirit. Because I was just thinking about how, like, when you do fast and when you actually in that situation, you actually know what to do, and that's what the scripture bring that comfort for. Okay, because you know the scripture says, "How can a young man clean his way by taking heed thereto our word?" So the word to know how to fast. And then you know when we actually out here starving, and we know what to do, we know what to expect. Okay, but you know people that never fast, man, woe to them. You know,
There's a lot of good benefits that come with that as well. Anyway, mental clarity, the spirit get built up to a high level. You can ask the Lord for things, and it seems like the Lord just bless you with it right then and there because you on some high type of frequency. But hey, man, these overindulging, westernized Edomites from Babylon the Great, even Jake, man, Jake is looking horrible out here, man. Shit, hey, they don't know nothing, and they wonder why they blessings and spirits and they prayers ain't getting heard because they ain't doing the right things. And like, we coming in a time where you need your prayers to be heard, to be answered and listened to.
I was just thinking about how, like, when we did that Day of Atonement, man, I actually had to go to work. And, when I work, I've been walking like 6 to 8 hours. And, doing that, it actually taught me how to preserve my energy. Because a lot of times when we out there working, you out there sweating. But it's different when you out there fasting. It's like, man, I gotta, it's that mindset that you in whenever you out there fasting, man. So, man, just like the I said, man, once you get in there, man, you gotta learn that training right there. Okay?
Yeah, they get you that spiritual clarity, that mental clarity, and that's that mental strength, man. It's that mind over body. You got that mental strength, you got the spiritual strength, you can overcome a lot of things. That's why these scriptures are so vital and important. That's why that Isaiah 33:6 is vital and important. Because this right here will hold us down. Most High didn't say that for no reason. He's giving he's giving us good knowledge, good guidance on how to make it through this. Because this is what he built. So he's letting you know, he's giving us the instructions right here on how to navigate through this hell that we've been placed in. You see, our people reject that knowledge. Hosea 4:6, my people perish for lack of knowledge, man. They reject that fountain of living waters, man. We try to tell them, man, do this, do that. Nigga, I'm gonna eat my noodles, eat every 3 hours, man.
I'll eat my pork chop.
Yeah, kind of that. Hamburgers.
Right now, that this is the time for get in, hear the word, build up.
The scripture say what was written aforetime was written for our learning.
Kind.
I got one real quick. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. It says, "Destruction cometh. They shall seek peace, and there shall be none." Because that's the time we're in. That destruction that to come. And once it full on, and they're gonna be the family of the word. Esau coming down that great wrath. You ain't gonna have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The promise of highways, byways, and word. It's not gonna be available, as it is right now. So,
word right there. I got another quick one right here, man. It kind of going in full circle with the aquas going out. This is Isaiah chapter 13, in verse 15. It says, "Everyone that is bound shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes." And go back to what the Oculus was saying, man. Us in China, they're gonna come over here. They're not just gonna destroy us, they're gonna destroy our children as well. Okay? And he said, "Their houses shall be spoiled, their wives ravaged. Behold, I will stir up the me against them, which shall not regard silver, as for gold, they shall not delight in it." Okay, that goes to that scripture. The rich and profit not in the day of wrath. Okay, and it says, "And their bows also shall dash the young man to pieces, and it said, they shall have no pity of the fruit of the womb, their eyes shall not spare children."
real quick, that verse going into they should not gold and silver.
Yeah.
But that's what you're seeing, to an extent with right now, Russia, they're hitting them with all these sanctions, all these other companies. They're trying to cut off that, that money supply, and it ain't gonna work,
He don't care about that. He going back to what he is. He already worked around it. That's his empress he pulled with, and the punch man is beautiful. But they thought they was gonna stop Putin, and it ain't. That's usually it used to work. Now it's not working. Like I say, you're gonna stir up the Medes, man. They coming for blood. We in the time of war. He already done premeditated this. He already got in his plan in his mind what he want to do. He been talking about this for like the past 5-6 years. He's implementing it now. That's why I'm looking at these little Babylonians like, man, this ain't nothing new. He been saying this. Now it's in play. Now they all like, oh. Biden got it.
I'm gonna read this last scripture right here. This is Isaiah 13 and 19. And it says, "In Babylon the glory of kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellent shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah."
Well, that's the missiles, man. Yep. Then he rained down what? Fire and brimstone, hot salt on Sodom and Gomorrah. And you think about it too. This is the capital. This is like spiritually, they call this place spiritually Sodom. because they promote that LGBT stuff.
The spiritual side of Egypt too, and Egypt going into the word bondage.
Yep.
You know, because hey, you know, all the
Y'all people still in bondage.
Egypt to this day, you know, but man.
You can see that with the pyramid on the back of the $1 bill. And they got that symbol, that little eagle holding them olives and them arrows.
Yep.
That's an old school Egyptian hieroglyph. I don't think what they call it, horse or something like that. But look that up, y'all Australia. That's also an old Egyptian symbol. That's why this place is known spiritually like Egypt.
And then we got the little bitty owl on there. You have to see what the man. This place is wiki. Hey, in a wiki, they showing their true wickedness. All right, and for somebody to be in the time we in now, not look at the world as a very wicked, satanic place, and they have some serious issues. You know.
Verse 20 right here, real quick. Isaiah 13 and 20. And it said, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dealt. But the lot, it said, neither shall it be dealt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabs pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So that means this place is going to be a desert.
Nothing but buzzards.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Lizards. Desolate place, man. Most how he does this place, man. Too much wickedness, man. So you got to go scorch earth. You know, and after that, ain't nobody gonna be over here in Babylon the Great, man. At all. You know, he's done with this place, man. He suddenly did too much wickedness here. Hundreds and hundreds of years of wickedness, man. I was just doing some studying, last night looking into my heritage, man. I was looking at all the stuff they did to the Native Americans, the GAD. I'm like, man, all the 1830 Indian Removal Act, it's all the bloodshed, all the breaking the truces they done did. I'm like, man, hey, Esau got hell to pay, and it's coming. That's why this war is getting kicked up, man.
And it's still doing all that wickedness, you said to a different extent. Nowadays you still have, the DHS, these people coming in, taking people's kids away. And they send in jail, the prison system for fucking forever. I mean, and then you have to, if you're out here in the so-called free world, well, you have to work, you have to pay taxes, you have to pay bills, So I mean, this is a big ass trap. Any way you look at it, and just more reason to focus on the kingdom to come, because this ain't it. That's if the water happens to me outside that, we had that feeling that because in the time to come, when you gonna have to make that choice, the hour of temptation, it's, Lord willing, you have a shot to keep that spirit on us, where it ain't gonna be a big decision with ease. Wow, for everybody else. They ain't gonna be able to let go of that weed. They ain't gonna be able to let go of that 9 to 5. I got one real quick. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Least Satan should get advantage of us, but we are not any of his devices. And these devils have mean devices. This whole world is a trap, full of Satan's devices. All right, and the only way to get free of that is by hearkening to the words of how about you not shy. All right, and if not, then you're just gonna be caught up in the devil's web, waiting for destruction.
Yeah, all this little stuff about to come to an end. All this little craziness, you know what I'm saying? How these Babylonians live, all this little nigga stuff is about to come to an end. The Most High ain't with that. He only looking for the royalty. He only looking for the hopeful elect. He only looking for the ones that seeking him. That's what he's gonna say. Everybody still in this little party mode because Babylon's still trying to, at the end of it, have a little left. But hey, wartime hit, you ain't gonna see all this happen. When the Russian troops come over here, the Chinese troops come over here, you ain't gonna see all this little craziness. Niggas thinking it's all a good time. And we just gonna run around smoking and bullshit. Nah, that ain't happening. This tribulation is coming.
James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, Know that friendship of the world is enmity with God. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. And again, going into, separating from the ways of Babylon the Great. I separate from the ways of these heathens. Esau, Edom, the devil the Bible speak of. All right, because at the end of the day, this is his world, and everything he pushed forward through, it all has some kind of devil weaponization to it. To the food, the music, the mindset of the woman, fucking our job, everything has been weaponized. All right.
Robert said, "Arise and depart. This is not our rest, right here, man."
With Michael 2:10, yeah.
You gotta have your spiritual bags packed, ready to go, ready to be pilgrims on the earth. It's like we coming into them times where you don't really know how your situation gonna be. Any day now they can announce on the news, hey, we're doing away with the dollar. We're going to the digital. Come to the station and get, retrofitted with your Caragna, if you want to stay in our system.
I quoted it earlier, man. Bring it out now because it seemed like it fit. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was seen. There was a nation, even to the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So, hey, man, we in these times, man. Hey, at this time of Jacob's trouble, the time of sorrow and many of people's love waxing cold. Hey, man, the Lord gonna have to send Michael to stand up, man. It's gonna be that much ain't nobody ever seen on this earth. That much chaos, that much trouble. So we gotta look towards the Heavenly Father who created us and His Son who saved us and died on the cross for us, man. That's our only salvation, only hope, only way out of here. You choosing some nigga shit. Hey, you gonna be in a nigga mindset walking with some skinny jeans, just faded and shit. Nigga, like dude coming over here beating and shit with the time in the time where he should be studying and shit. That shit is old, man.
Yeah, it's played out because, like I said, we was on that world, but had the sons. And at the end of the day, that's all enchantments and shit. And we were all part of it. I hate to worry how much we got out of it, but you still seeing these same old, OJs or whoever, and they still in that
Nigga spirit,
that mindset. Yeah.
With all that's going on, they still sleep.
Yeah.
They still sleep, man. Like you said, you should be up trying to attain this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how Bashiach shop in order to preserve your little one. Like you just see, little one's gonna get knocked off, but daddy about to get knocked off. He ain't in the right spirit. He ain't doing what he need to do at all, man. Like, why would the Most High save? The Most High is not looking to save no niggas at all. You not got to put an unclean thing in the clean thing. Niggadom is about to die when Esau about to die.
You got your Esau now. You fucked up your eardrums. You're gonna Esau busting in. You over here caught off guard playing the game with your ears fucked up and shit. Esau fuck you over. You ain't even a word mentally, man.
I got at the time, man. What's going on? Just know a word.
This is gonna go into what we were just talking about right here. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1. And he said, but of the time in the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Okay, just like the author brought out there in Daniel 12. Okay, we tell you that the trouble is on the way. Okay, so we know that it's coming. All right, it said, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And it said, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as veil upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, just like the actor said, man, the brothers over here, with listening to the loud music with the headphones on, that's their peace of safety, and they gonna get caught up in that madness, man, because they're not gonna be able to escape. Right? And there's another scripture that I thought about in Proverbs 29 and 2 is that he that often being reproved, hard in his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed in that without remedy. Okay, so these are the times we're heading into, and we out here telling you that we need to get back right with the Lord. Y'all about to be outshot.
I'm right, I'm getting.
That's that wisdom, understanding, and knowledge right there. It's that wisdom, understanding, and knowledge should be the spirit of the times. That wisdom, understanding, and knowledge is Hey, Lil Uzi Vert, nigga, dropped another fire verse.
Walk him down. What is that? Walk him down.
I like to say Lil Boosie now.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
Lil Boosie say. Lil Boosie said, nigga, carry your stick. Carry your stick challenge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna give out Christmas money for whoever got the biggest stick.
I'm gonna go ahead and read the next 2 verses that then go into what y'all just brought out. It's Thessalonians chapter 5 and 4. And it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness. We talking about those people that walk around walking the stick, they in darkness, right? And he said, and that day should overtake you as a thief. You are the children of light and the children of day. We are not of night nor of darkness.
It's going into the prophets and those who are seeking the Lord. Hey, we not in that dark no more. We came up out of that madness, man. We see the troubles and calamities that's straight ahead. We got that tunnel vision to the kingdom, man.
Right.
Like the scripture say, the blind leaders and the blind and moving on that ditch. Well, in this instance, that ditch is going to be either get caught up in Jacob's trouble or the destruction, by way of the ICBM mist.
And Matthew 15 and 14 too. Yeah,
It's gonna be your grade. That's what that ditch gonna be.
We said dead bodies should be in the streets like dung and stuff.
God,
Hey, man.
God. The crows gonna eat for the fowls of the earth. Hey, that's time we coming into. Everybody gonna be buried. Everybody looking to get away. And I'm looking at Jake. Jake is not. Your average worldly Jake is not ready for us to come. You get to see that about the bug out. We just talked about that. It said, that happens every time. We talking about that, and lo and behold, Jake pull up and prove everything we just said.
that's why
He's still in the nigga spirit.
That's why the scripture in Proverbs, I think it's 16, I could be wrong, when it said, the prudent man foreseeth the evil coming and hideth himself, and the simple is passed on and are punished. Okay, the simple-minded are these individuals that living in the world.
You're considering that spirit of slumber on them, That's why we is very grateful. How outside give us, call us into this truth, because they removed that veil, that was covering our eyes, Like we understand in the hopeful light, we know that, hey, only the elect gonna survive the end of the day. So Lord will, we are that hopeful number, but everybody else, hey, we pretty much know what they got to come. And that's why you gotta use wisdom too. It said, be honest as a dove, wise as a serpent. You gotta use wisdom, because not everybody gonna. This word ain't for everybody. So you go out here on this highway and byway on the street, your job trying to, preach his truth to everybody. You gonna end up getting your ass fired. You gonna be getting in fights. You telling Esau, hey, you're Esau. Hey man, you know what I mean? Like that's why, hey, we just gonna preach the word, and hey, the word, the spirit. Other words going to draw the people in that want to receive it. That's how we're drawing it. So,
The perfect example, you say that Jake just walked past here. We was like one of the low-level camps. Like, hey man, you Hebrew Israelite, that'll start the fire. You tell he don't want to hear nothing about this. He don't care about this. He looking to sell his next sack and hit the block.
That's what some of the other camps about. Hey, my brother, throw your weed on the ground, stomp on it, my brother. Hey, get off my weed.
You like that.
Already with disruptor when he came over here with that loud ass music, I felt like he turned this shit up.
I think so. He get playing something,
He's trying to stunt. This ain't time to be trying to stunt and look cute at all.
I know that we ain't no women out here. Some dudes out here with violence, you gonna start beating and shit.
He thought we about to start dancing or something. We about to start.
Like we doing a TikTok challenge over
Yeah, like we about to start grip walking or something. Yeah, y'all see my rims, don't you? Yeah,
Motherfuckers ain't even clean.
get pop for his rims and all. Everybody gonna want to something.
Look like she's 19. 20, so I can continue.
Yeah, let that Jake walk on by, man. We can tell he's nowhere near ready to wake up, man. You can see his countenance. He's straight niggified. We looking like, well, you niggified this time, and you gonna be dead. Straight up, this time to wake up.
It's like I was watching a little bit of the Brothers of Dallas camp, and they had Elder Apostle Paul on there, and I guess they had some Edomite looking guy that was Irish, which the elder, the apostle said, the brothers said, hey, that's Israel, whether he from the elect or not, their spirit believe that he was an Israelite, and that that's just goes to show you, like, hey, no matter how they look or whatever, the words aren't gonna track, who's a 4 at the end of the day. You know, Jake, they're gonna be the 2/3 Jake and then the left. All right, and we know that Israelites scattered looking all over. So.
That's how powerful this word is, man. Because you got this word is only gonna weed out the tares, just like it's like our Lord Yahweh Shah about us that parable, the wheat and the tares. Because he said, gather the wheat and put them in my barn, and the tares cast them into the fire. Okay. He also said in the book of Matthew chapter 3, where he said those that bear not good fruit shall be hewn down and cast into the fire. Okay. America is gonna be thrown into the fire. Everybody that's struck through is gonna also be thrown in the fire with them.
This word is like casting the net. That's why the word. How about your shots gathering elect by his word? And that's what the Highway hit putting that word out. And those that resonate with it, they're gonna stop and listen. And then it's very rare. Like we've been out here for almost 2 years plus. Probably have 2 or 3 Jakes really stop and sincerely listen.
We had one last week. You know what I mean?
God.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So when you see most people, Jake just walk on by. Yep. And I'm looking at them crazy. I'm like, look, that's like Noah and when it was raining. Like all this stuff, you see all this stuff happen on the news, you still ain't looking for no answer. You just walking by like business as usual.
Yeah, that's what I think I did. I touched on a little point of Noah, I mean, even before it started raining, you had Noah built the ark, prophesied for 100+ years. But at that moment, when all them fucking animals start coming out of the woodwork onto the ark, you can't tell me all these people like, something going on. But hey, the Spirit of the Lord was on them. They were blinded, man.
I'm like, you heard him beating on and building it. He ain't building it for no reason.
I like how you brought that part up when the animal walk into the ark, because it reminds me of those winter birds. Okay, so they always fly to the whenever winter get ready to come in a certain climate, they're gonna fly to a warmer climate. That's a sign right there. When you see animal walking in that ark, that should grab your attention and be like, something ain't right. Why these animals, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing with those birds. When those birds fly from your climate, you should know that winter is getting ready to come.
So in 20+ years, somebody had to be like, hey man, what Noah talking about? Why you doing all that?
I'd inquire. I was like, he really building it? Especially you see like about being completed. I'm like,
animals start walking 2x2. Let me get in on the last little bit, man. Let me carry this 2x4 for you, man.
Hebrews 10:31, man, it's a fearful thing falling to the hands of little power. That gotta show you how fearful it is. Like I say, you can't, if you had a free will, you cannot tell me none of the motherfuckers are bad. I'd jump on a horse trap right in there, you know what I mean? But hey, Lord said, hey, I'm killing everything, everyone except for Noah and his family. Yeah. And so that goes show you that how you get down. You know what I mean? You have a shot get down. This world that they don't. This I say it was. Is done as an example. The flood was an example. Sodom and Gomorrah was an example of those who live ungodly. What you got? A whole earth that's living ungodly. Living after the lust. And now you got Babylon the Great, the spiritual son of Egypt, pushing all this Momo crap, pushing all this Satanism bullshit. Do as I will. Well, hey. They don't forgot the example that how Shai had done before, so it coming. You know what I mean?
70 AD was an example. What Yahweh Shai said, he was like, don't be for me, be for your children. And he was going into 70 AD, and we coming back around into that part now, but it's going to be worse.
Everything coming full circle. The flood, that's going to be a flood of missiles. Flood of fire.
Matthew 24 about to come back around on us. It's worse.
There'll be a flood of people bugging out, all over. Those people that don't have no, when we that famine of the word or the famine of food, you know what I mean? People gonna be bugging out when that time is, and what's gonna happen is the emotion is gonna take over, and they're gonna be, living like savage.
We trying to tell them we in the steed of Noah, man. We trying to tell them about the flood with missiles. The new ark is them chariots. Trying to get on the chariot. And just like Noah, they like, I get told all the time, man, you crazy. You conspiracy theory, you tripping out. And I'm looking at them like it was like Uncle Wong said, GMS Birmingham. You can see the clouds setting in. You see all this stuff coming in, they still talk about And I'm like, boy, y'all some Hey, the Most High said, Sodom's children, you are Sodom's children, you don't believe.
You know why I say 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. But to us which are saved, the power of the Most High, because we know it's the power of Yahweh Shemashah. We call to this truth to be able to understand it, and whether we be elected or not. But to everybody else, this is fucking foolishness. But it says to them that are going to perish, it's foolishness. So, you know, if they want to fan the hand, scoff, and mock, you know, like I say, you know, hey, we only out here for Israel to begin with, and
Elected.
yeah, and we just getting the blood off our hands for that, all the others, you know what I mean?
And we telling the sheep right now that's in this, hey, faint not. You know, our Lord and Savior, how about Yahshua, is going to deliver his elect. I got a precept to back that up. It's Ephesians 3:11. According to the eternal purpose which he purposed in Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord, in whom he have boldness and access with confidence by the faith of him. Wherefore I desire that ye faint not in my tribulations for you, which is your glory. So this stuff for us that's coming in under the refining process. This is to make us, you know, more solid and to increase our faith. When we see these tribulations and these plagues and famines coming, you know, it's gonna strengthen our faith. We like, man, our Lord Savior said it was coming, so we just gonna tighten up even more. We gonna pray harder, fast and do what we need to do that we can make it. Because we know, we believe on the report. We know it's about to be a flood.
Yeah, we know. We hate this fucking place.
Today. Yeah, we ready for a righteous kingdom. We ready for the kingdom of heaven.
I can't watch the goddamn news at night. Like, I just want to throat punch these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand Babylon.
When I was in the world, I used to love watching basketball, man. You can't even watch the damn sports without them mentioning Kyrie not going to get that mandate.
And that's the thing. Even the Jake and the NBA, like they get to they get a better, on an upper level, making some money, get to enjoy the fine things of life. You still got Jake on the basketball court throwing up the gang signs and just doing the dumb shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Every time they hit a three, every time they going up.
Still like I was brought up, still getting the curses. Like Kyrie can't enjoy basketball.
Exactly.
You know, they always, hey man, you go get that thing, go get that thing, and the skit is over with.
Yeah.
You know? And I know they only do Jake like that. That's why Yahshua needed to really people like Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
For Dallas. They on him too. And I'm looking like you got Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco, Kirk Cousins. You know, they ain't say nothing about that, but Jake, like, they own Jake, but like
they say once Jake get in a position of, a so-called role model, because like when we were kids, we look up to the basketball players. I like Kobe when I was, a kid, and then I started listening to rappers, Tupac, throwing up the fucking West Side shit, and these are all role models, and it's just. Back in the day, it's all because of the way Esau Edom has set everything up. Right. And that's how this place has got to go, man. Wickedness has polluted the whole earth, and these devils, all they care about is continuing their wickedness.
Speaking of that, going back to Kyrie, but I mean, they actually lifted the mandate, and this man still can't play home games. Like.
And he called out their stuff, but he went to, I think it was a Duke basketball game, and sat down like, I can go here, but I can't go to the home game. Like, I can sit in the crowd, but I can't play on the court. Like, he just showed the hypocrisy of Babylon the Great. Just let you know, they want to make sure that thing is in Jake. Like,
you know what the mayor said? They said, he made it the excuse. He said, I love to see Kyrie on the court, but if I allow him to play, it's going to make the other people who we forced to actually go with their mandate to think otherwise. So, you know what I mean? So we know that he basically just let you know what his agenda was. What the elite agenda was.
He said he got to play by the rules.
Yeah.
We can't break the rules for him.
Yeah.
I
got one real quick. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. And that's just the way, that's the way Babylon's set up. You know what I mean? It's a prideful ass nation. All right, the people are full of pride, and everything's out of order, man. They call all this wickedness that take place. They just try to say all that good, and then you want to speak out against their agendas that are wicked. Then you're the problem, you know. But hey, that come with the territory. That's why they're gonna be a family of the word, you know.
Isaiah 10 and 1, I guess I'm going to do that because to back you up. It says, woe to be unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that writes grievousness which they have prescribed. And that just bagged up everything the brother Bashar just said.
That goes into. They also go to what you quoted earlier, that Michael 2:10. It said, "Rise ye and depart, because it's not your rest." And those laws that these wicked elite actually being forcing on our people, it caused us to not rest. Okay, it caused us to not make this place a home. Okay, so that those unrighteous decrees, the three strike law that our president actually put forth in the law. I mean, all of these things we can't rest by these laws. So this is why when the Heavenly Father says, "Arise ye and depart," this is not your rest. He's telling you, this place, America, aka Babylon the Great, is not meant for us. Okay, we're supposed to be back in Jerusalem right now. That's our rest. That's our home. That's our spiritual home right there.
Nothing to hit that finish line too. Should be looking like, I got my 401k I'm trying to build up. My portfolio, I got some investments, man. Hey, protect this place, man. Now, yeah, you still got to carry on through life, while we here right now. But your bags, mentally, you should be checked out of this place. Spiritually, you should be checked out. Man, bags packed.
If you really think about it, man, your 401k, all of those things like that, you got to ask for permission just to withdraw from your 401k. It's your money, but you got to ask to get your money out. So that should tell you right there, this is not your rent.
If you take it out, they penalize you and make you, take your money for taking your money. That's why I cut that a long time ago.
Right. And then you got these devils, these bankers. They come up with the money system and make money off of the system. And, it works that they're not fighting the fucking system every which way, because there's about a million middlemen before you get to them motherfuckers, and they reaping from everything. And like, man, especially when you're on the bottom and shit, we got to worry. We ain't had no come up, here and there off people. We ain't scamming, doing nothing like that. And, hey, man, it's tough out there,
And what's great about your Hot Shah, hey, even then, they start to lose their little monies, man. They about to lose their little labs in Ukraine. Like, they about to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. They let you know, your Hot Shah about to walk down everybody.
I give you another reason. Like America, aka Babylon the Great, is in trillions of dollars of debt. And most of that debt is owed to China. So that should be reason enough to let you know that China is going to come over here and invade America. Because we owe, America, Esau, Edom, they owe China money. With all that labor they've been putting in for our product, all of that stuff, because you notice that all our product is made from China. So it makes sense to let you know that we, America actually owes China money.
And to show you how dumb Esau is, Esau the one who gave them the money. He moved all his businesses over to China. Yeah. And I talked about somebody earlier. He did that to keep it away from Jake.
Yeah, exactly.
He did it to keep it away from Jake. I make sure Jake don't come up. So I moved my business over to China. Let Moab come up. Moab done came up. Now Moab looking to come back on Esau.
Yeah, that proved it that it goes back to the unrighteous decree, because that GI Bill, okay, during Vietnam War, the post office had to actually hire a lot of people that were from the army. That's within that GI Bill. Instead of them, because they actually had the monopoly, they would have been able to take over all of the packages, everything. They had all of that. But instead, they basically, that's when UPS and FedEx, they started, they basically sold that part, the packages dealing to UPS and FedEx. And that's all because they didn't want to give Jake no job. Okay, and that goes back to the those unrighteous decrees, all right? Because if you really think about it, during the Vietnam War, who was all in the army at the time? Jake. Majority of Jake was in the army at the time, man. So when they passed that GI Bill, and then Esau not wanting to give him Jake no job, there you go.
Just like brother brought earlier, paraphrase that. Precept things are written aforetime, written for our learning, our knowledge, you know. And just like, you know, it was the three brothers that went through the fire, Shadrach and Abednego. You know what I mean? Hey, you think about that, you know, there was Yahweh Shai was with them, all right, protect them from that fire. All right, so hey, that was written for us now, as believers now. You know, the three brothers who went to fire, hey, the Lord protect them from the fire. All right, even the guards burned up when they try to take them to the fire, you know what I mean? So that gonna be the mindset to be in. You know, hey, Yahweh Shai gonna protect me from everything, every element. All right, you know, leading all the way up to, you know, that salvation if we a part of it. You know,
going into. And with that, when you brought up that Isaiah 5:20, when it said, "Woe to them that call evil good and good evil," that goes to, you know, Matthew 24:9, when he said, "They shall deliver you up to be afflicted. You know, they shall kill you." For Luke to paraphrase for my sake, and that was Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay, and I got another quick one to go into that. This is John chapter 5, John chapter 15, and starting in verse 18. And it said, "If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you." And it said, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than the Lord, Yahweh Shai. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And if they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." You got it,
that's the thing. That's twofold too, because as I say, you know, you're not of the world, you know, hate you. Well, hey, once we come into that realization, you know, hey, we're not of this world. And not only did the world hate us, but we hate the world. You know what it said? Hate the evil, love the good. Well, this fucking whole place is evil. You know what I mean?
Not like to death, man.
Yeah. I got a couple real quick. Yeah, in Psalms chapter 27, I get a couple of these. All right, Psalm 27, start verse 1. It said, "The Lord, Yahweh Shai, is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" You know, King David said, who shall I fear? Who shall I be afraid? All right, because at the end of the day, we are in the hands of Yahweh Shai. All right, it said, "When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though a host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war shall rise against me, in this will I be confident." You know, and that's the mindset. Hey, when Esau come down that great wrath, you know, we you know, gonna be in that mindset like Elisha was. You know, they say what more are with us than with them. You know, it say verse 4, "One thing have I desired of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that will I seek after." This wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you know, the truth. "So that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon a rock, and now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, I will sing praise unto Yahweh Shai."
I got a quick one here to back you up right here, man. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13. And it says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Hear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, and every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil."
That right there is wrap up the end right there. Like I said, you're gonna bring out every good work, whether it be good, whether it be evil. So Yahweh Shai about to wrap up Babylon the Great. You know, we already know the works of Babylon the Great is wicked. So we know the destruction that's coming. So with us, what we gotta do, like I just brought up the precept, the whole duty of man, hey, to keep the commandments of Yahweh Shah. You know, that's the spirit you should be in. That's what you should be trying to do. That you should be locked in on.
And get out of those world friendly doctrines, because if it's of the world, then hey, it ain't right. You know, that's why I was watching brother video was talking about how they showed a clip of some Sakari group and that dude had the gun and the clips and the gun, and you know, and God was questioning him and shit. But hey, that, you know, again, that kind of worldly mindset in some of these other camps, you know. But hey, how was your shot got set up the way he got set up? So, you know, yeah.
Like you said, Alizar talking about giving dating advice. That's like, you know, they don't even know what time it is. Right. They head dude, he giving dating advice on how to get a wife in the truth.
What
we ain't even in
say?
that.
What would you have?
Y'all doing the video? No, they had old bubblegum cooned out. He's done, man.
He look like one of them pastors or something.
Yeah, that's a pastor poor child. Y'all doing the video? Yeah, we talking about your butt. Yeah. Finished. He mad. That's why his church ain't got no members. We out here.
Yeah. I think he at that church around the corner with his Faith Hall or something like that.
Yeah, y'all doing the video? Man, nobody listen to you no more. You done.
You could tell he wanted to stop, but once he was on the video, he didn't want to be on camera confounded. You know, like,
cause he gonna get tore up. I'm looking at it. He looked like he just ate some pork chop. Yeah, like I said, you can tell you that's a pastor pork
just
chop.
had a catfish sandwich in the congregation.
Yeah. Look like that. Well, I ain't got no money. They out there. Like, yeah, we out here. And then you tell you mad about that. Y'all doing the video? Yeah, we doing the video. I said, hey, finished. They said the place is done, man. They know what it is. They said like that. They eat right early. You know what it is. They know what time it is, man. So they say, I got my precepts right here with this one right here. This is 1 John 2:14. I've written unto you, fathers, because you have known him that is from the beginning. I've written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of Yahweh abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. So that right there tell, hey, lock in on this truth, man. You got this truth, this wisdom, not to understand it. You're going to overcome that wicked one. You overcome this place, Babylon the Great. That's how you beat this place. It's through our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah. So right there, hey, we hope that being said, it's been edifying. Hey, keep the faith. Stay locked in, y'all Sharada. Hey, want to give our praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rukakadash, Kwam Yasharala, Wa.
Y'all Sharada, baby. He said, Ball soon. Real soon. Tonight.
In an hour.